Hi crafty stampers. So this is the tutorial how to make the cupcake shaker card. So the top up here will have a little bit of stuff that will shake on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the pieces that you're going to get. So you should get an envelope, your main white base card. You're going to get two pattern pieces that are going to be used for the top and the bottom of the card. You're going to get a gold round piece. You're going to get the underneath of the cupcake bottom and the upper part of the cupcake bottom. You're going to get the foam, and this has sticky on one side, which will be the side that will be down. So this is a foam piece that's going to lift up your card a little so you can use it as a shaker. Then you're going to get a vellum piece. I don't know if you can see this. It's a vellum piece that's going to go between the sponge part and the top to make it the shaker window. Then you're going to get this white piece that we're going to put over the vellum to make the shaker window. Then you're going to get little packets of shaker stuff. I might have given you too much or just right enough, but I'll show you about how much to put in there, because you don't want a shaker to be really full because you want it to shake. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this card together. So to start out with, we're going to go ahead and just tape the bottom and the top, and put this on. You want to line it up so that there's a little bit of white showing around. Because it is about a fourth smaller than the... And it doesn't matter if you want to go this way or that way or what. Let's see what I did on mine. So I went down ways on that. Or you could put the hooray at the top or the bottom, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's the base is done on that. Okay, so on the circle part, I would put the circle part a little bit more to the top, because you want the cupcake top to have the circle part, because that's going to be your backdrop of your cupcake, because you don't want the pattern to be your backdrop, because then you couldn't really see the shaker stuff. So you want some kind of pattern in the back. So we're going to go ahead and put this circle down. And with these, you can glue them or tape them. I'm finding out with glue, it kind of warps mine, but I have high quality glue. So I'm going to center it just a tad above on there. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is we're going to put the bottom together. So on this one, I would definitely do glue. So we're going to put glue on the bottom cupcake top part. And we're going to glue this to the bottom balloon part of the cupcake. And the nice thing about glue is you can move it around to get it straight. Okay, so we're going to put that aside for a little bit. And we're going to concentrate on this one. So here's your vellum piece, and then your top of your cupcake. Now, as you notice the pattern, there's a little point here. So your vellum piece will have that little design too. So what you want to do is take your white piece and don't put really heavy glue on here because you don't want it to seep onto your vellum. So what I would do is glue it down, then take your finger and just rub it so it doesn't seep onto the vellum. And if anybody doesn't have this glass top when they're crafting, this thing is the best thing I ever found about crafting. So this is the glue side up. You want to find your little point and you want to lay this down. And with the glue, you can move it around, but it should line up pretty accurate because it's cut with the same. So then you want to do that. So you just have your little vellum. And if you do see any sticking out, just take your scissors and clip it. But like I said, it's the same cutout, but sometimes they stretch out a little bit. Okay, so make sure before you do this, make sure you don't have any glue on here. If you do, wipe it off on here. Another little trick, if you want to, this is the top, and this is the inside. So to not have your shaker stuff stick to the vellum, because the vellum has static on it. So what you want to do is take an anti-static, or if you have baby powder or something, and you just want to tap it a little, and you want to wipe it off with your finger. And if you see that it's kind of cloudy, just keep on wiping it off a little, and that just helps a little with the anti-static on doing this. So the next thing you want to do is we're going to go ahead and put down our cupcake bottom, because we want to know where to position this. So again, you can glue it or tape it. So you want to position it up on the circle, because you want to look at it, because you're going to put the cupcake over this edge. See how it's layered and it's popped up over the edge a little. So when you do it. Okay, so this has a sticky part. So you want to peel off the sticky part. Then you want to put your foam down just slightly over the bottom cupcake part. And try not to stretch it. Try to set it down as it is, because you want the same design as this, so it doesn't look stretched out. And if you did stretch it out a little, I think you can pop it up a little really nicely and put it back. But okay, so then you have this part, okay? And we're going to go ahead and put some shaker stuff in here. So you want to kind of be not as generous when you begin with the shaker stuff. Like I said, you don't want a ton of shaker stuff in here. So you can just put a little to begin with. I know I didn't give a whole bunch of shaker stuff, but you might not want to put all that I gave you and save it for something else. Or if you have your own shaker stuff that you like. One thing you can't do probably with this one is do large beads or decor beads and stuff, because the foam is not thick enough to handle that. So after you get it in there, I think that's about right for how much you want. So you want to take your top of your cupcake. Now this is the right side, this is the wrong side. So you want to flip it to the wrong side, and you want to just barely put some glue. What you can do too is I would put, so you can see it, I would put glue on this red part, because it's harder to do on the vellum. And you want to make sure you get every area with glue, because you don't want your shaker stuff to come out. So after you do that, then you want to take your top piece and you want to put it on here. And because you did it with glue, you can reposition it as much as you can. And then I would go ahead and let it set for a while. And when it's all done, then you're going to have a shaker card. But I would let that top one sit for a while to let the glue hold up. Okay? Do you have any questions? Let me know. Thanks.